Alright guys, welcome back to the stream. आज का टॉपिक थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाला है and we are going to talk about it in detail. I'll just wait till everybody joins and then we will start. In the meantime, हम स्ट्रीम का लिंक उठाएंगे, उसे डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर में डालेंगे ऐसे करके and I'll quickly send it to my fellow regular contributors. Alright, and now we will wait until everybody joins and we are going to have fun. प्रवीक क्या हाल है भाई? संतोष भाई कैसे हो? वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. आज थोड़ा सा डिले हो गया है बट हमारे पास 10 बजे तक का टाइम फिर भी है एंड विल कंटिन्यू विद दैट. Also guys, if you're joining the stream right now, please leave a like and share it to people who might be interested in this topic. I don't know. So अगर आप लोगों ने देख लिया होगा कि जो टॉपिक है आज की स्ट्रीम का, अभी ऑफिस से आए हो संतोष भाई? भाई हमारा तो ऑफिस 10 बजे शुरू होता है. नाइट शिफ्ट्स आर बैड बट इट ऑल्सो अलाउज मी अ चॉइस कि मैं अपने और दूसरी चीज़ों पर काम कर पाऊँ, कंटेंट बना पाऊँ, तैयारी कर पाऊँ. सो एक्चुअली ये जो टॉपिक है, आई वाजंट गोइंग टू चूज दिस बट वन ऑफ आवर रेगुलर कंट्रीब्यूटर्स just sent me a post about this thing about maintenance and said that men's activists are talking about dumb stuff about this. So we'll see what he has to say when I give a thorough and complete explanation. तो मैंने मैसेज कर देता हूँ. You want to have a discussion. अब होगा डिस्कशन. सबको भेज दिया गया लिंक. ऑलराइट गाइस, सो अगर आप लोगों ने टाइटल देख लिया होगा स्ट्रीम का तो इट्स मेंटेनेंस, एडल्ट्री एंड फेक केसेस. सो व्हाई वुड आई वांट टू टॉक अबाउट दिस फर्स्ट? बिकॉज ये बहुत बहुत एसेंशियल टॉपिक है हमारे मेंस राइट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, विच इज मेंटेनेंस. एंड मैं पहले इस बारे में बात कर चुका हूँ, विच इज सीआरपीसी 125. एंड क्या है सीआरपीसी 125? सीआरपीसी 125 इज अ क्लॉज दैट कैन बी इवोक्ड व्हेन डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस एक्ट इज अप्लाइड, जिसके तहत अ वुमन कैन आस्क फॉर मेंटेनेंस फ्रॉम हर हस्बैंड. Now, this law was obviously created because so that men take this relationship and marriages more seriously, and ताकि ये चीज़ जो है बार बार एप्लीकेबल ना हो, ये चीज़ बार बार जो है रिपीट ना हो, दैट अ वुमन इज लेफ्ट विदाउट एनी सपोर्ट. बिकॉज इन आर एंशियंट टाइम्स, इवन रिसेंटली, अ वुमन वंस मैरिड वाज सेड कि अब तो वो उसी घर की हो गई है, नॉट इस घर की. सो समबडी हैज़ टू सपोर्ट इट इफ हर ओन पेरेंट्स वोंट, एंड अंडरस्टैंडेबल है. नाउ यहाँ पर हम मेंस राइट एक्टिविस्ट इस बारे में बात क्यों कर रहे हैं? इज बिकॉज रिसेंटली अ रूलिंग वाज मेड बाय हर ऑनरेबल, नॉट रिसेंटली, कपल ऑफ मंथ्स अगो, बट आई हैड टू लुक एट इट एंड रिसर्च इट अ लिटिल बिट, ताकि इस बारे में मैं आप लोगों को थोड़ा सा इंफॉर्मेटिव जो है तरीके से बात कर सकूँ, ना कि किसी रैंडम हैशटैग फेमिनिस्ट की तरह जो सिर्फ ब्ला 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 करते हैं, जिन्हें इस बारे में कुछ पता नहीं होता. बट आई वांटेड टू नो समथिंग अबाउट दिस, टॉक टू अ फ्यू लॉयर्स, एंड हियर आई एम. सो let me show you guys what exactly I am talking about. So here we are. So wife can't be denied maintenance on the grounds of occasional acts of adultery, rules Delhi High Court. All right, समझ में आ रहा है सबको? ठीक है. Now let me read it again so that it sinks. Wife can't be denied maintenance on grounds of occasional acts of adultery, rules Delhi High Court. Which means if you are a husband who has married somebody, then that woman can demand maintenance even after she has cheated on you, been an adulteress. That's why the relationship is or marriage is now over, and she can still ask you for money. Imagine marrying a woman, starting a family with a woman, then you realize that she's cheating on you, so you decide to leave her, and then you have to pay her. Is that equality? बट नो फेमिनिस्ट वांट्स टू टॉक अबाउट इट, बिकॉज इन इश्यूज के बारे में थोड़ी बात करेंगे फेमिनिस्ट. इन इश्यूज के बारे में कौन बात करेगा? हम बात करेंगे. द पीपल हु हैव नो ऑडियंस we'll talk about these issues because these issues are not mainstream issues. See, men face this problem, yaar. Then why would anybody be concerned about this issue at all? Because it's men who face consequences regarding this. It's men who can't talk about it. It's men who will have to pay no matter what. Now I want to read more about this so you guys can see better what's written. So the Delhi High Court has ruled that one of or occasional acts of adultery committed by a wife in isolation do not amount to living in adultery and doesn't disentitle the woman from maintenance after divorce. According to a report in Bar and Bench, Justice Chandradhari Singh said that the law, either interpreted by several high courts, evinces that only repeated acts of adultery and cohabitation in adultery would attract the rigorous of the provision under 125(4) of the CRPC. जिन लोगों को नहीं बता देता हूँ कि CRPC 125 में इज जो क्लॉज है उसमें एक क्लॉज 4 है जिसमें रेगुलर एक्ट्स ऑफ एडल्टरीज जो है ये प्रावधान है कि इफ द वुमन इज एन एडल्ट्रेस शी इज नॉट एंटाइटल्ड टू मेंटेनेंस. And now let's read ahead. The codified law and the judgments of various high courts settle the position with respect to bar of adultery for grant of maintenance in favor of the woman, favor of the wife. The law mandates that in order to extract the provision under section 125(4) of the CRPC, the husband has to establish with definite evidence that the wife has been living in adultery, and one or occasional act of adultery committed in isolation would not amount to living in adultery, the court reportedly said. In this challenge to the trial court order, the husband had argued that the direction for payment of maintenance cannot be sustained on several grounds, including cruelty, adultery, desertion by the wife. So let me get this straight. Your woman is occasionally sleeping with other men. Your wife is occasionally sleeping with other men. Does not want to live with you. Does not live with you. Runs off. And you have to pay her maintenance. I'll ask you guys a question. You guys are educated people. You know a lot of educated people. Talk to them and see if they understand what the hell is going on. सोचो, your wife, अगर वो रोज किसी और आदमी के साथ नहीं सो रही है, that means she is still liable for maintenance. How do I prove that she रोज किसी के साथ नहीं सो रही है? How would I know? Because burden of proof is obviously on the husband, right? I have to prove that my wife is sleeping with other men every day. जब ही मैं उसको maintenance देने से बच पाऊंगा. Otherwise, I'll have to pay her. This is the level to which the sexism exists in our law and nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody really cares. क्या चल क्या रहा है? So, let me get this straight. A woman, and I'm going to make this very, very clear so that everybody understands. I'm going to get close to the camera so that you know what I'm talking about. एक औरत, let's say me. I am a man. I marry a woman. My woman now starts sleeping with other men. What can I do about it? Obviously, nothing I can do about it. Now that is under cruelty. That is derived under cruelty. I can file for divorce under adultery. It's not a crime. She cannot be punished for it. But I can demand divorce. So when I demand divorce, what will happen? Free domestic violence case, free dowry harassment case, free section 377. And अगर hashtag feminist की चलती रही तो section 375 भी लग जाएगा थोड़े दिनों में. उसके बाद क्या होगा? उसके बाद she'll ask for maintenance under CRPC 125 and under CRPC 125 clause 4 जिसमें मैं ये कह सकता हूँ कि that my wife is an adulteress so I don't have to pay her maintenance. I cannot do that unless she is living with another man and I have to prove that she is living with another man. सिर्फ उस केस के अंदर जो है मैं उसको मेंटेनेंस देने से बच रहा हूँ. No matter if she sleeps with other people, I still have to pay her. And no feminist, no women's organization, no National Commission for Women, Delhi Commission of Women जो इतने टैं करते हैं ट्विटर पे 24 घंटे एक्टिव रहते हैं. Nobody wants to talk about these. She the People, Quint, Feminism in India, blah 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 blah. दुनिया भर के वेबसाइट्स they want to talk about what happens against women. Nobody wants to look at what kind of rights the women have been provided in our country and why would they? तो हमें भरना है. So guys, let me know what you think about it. I will be watching the comments. Thank you. क्या चल रहा है चैट पे? क्या चल रहा है? Pravik asks, what's your opinion on Johnny Depp and Amber Heard? भाई इसमें मेरे को ओपिनियन देने की जरूरत नहीं है. You saw how brutally that woman had lied and how Johnny Depp's entire life was destroyed. उस बारे में कभी आराम से बैठ के अलग से बात करेंगे. That's going to be an interesting one. High Court turns women to shameless looters. भाई High Court, it's not just about High Court. There are just courts in general are very, very weird. दिव्यांग वर्मा सेज क्या हाल है दिव्यांग? दिव्यांग इज वन ऑफ माय कॉलीग्स बाय द वे। 10 बजे 10:30 बजे शिफ्ट शुरू होने वाली है, आ जाऊंगा ऑनलाइन, ठीक है? चिंता लेने की जरूरत नहीं है। अभी सर 10 सवा 10 बजे तक स्विम करूंगा मैं, और चिंता हो जाती है। उसके बाद अनीश, अनीश क्या हाल है अनीश? ये क्या कर दिया भैया, दाढ़ी निकाल दी अपने। अरे यार, आई एम एक्चुअली हैविंग सम काइंड ऑफ एन एलर्जी ऑन माय फेस, जिसकी वजह से आई एम गेटिंग लाइक इचिंग एंड स्टफ। तो आई हैव टू स्टे क्लीन शेव फॉर अ मंथ, ताकि मैं इसका कुछ इलाज कर सकूं। बट कोई नहीं यार, चेंज इज गुड, चेंज इज नेसेसरी समटाइम्स। So good. Can an abused woman get maintenance? What do you mean by that? So good. Can an abusive woman get maintenance, or can an abused woman get? An abusive woman can absolutely get maintenance. दिख तो रहा है. Sleeping with other men while you're married to one man is obviously abuse on that man, but she can still get maintenance apparently. And even High Court says that an abused woman can absolutely get maintenance. वहां तो मिलना भी चाहिए. I totally get that. But यहाँ पे उस बारे में बात हो ही नहीं रही है. A woman who sleeps with other men can demand maintenance from the man she's married to. अब I don't know what else to say about it. लाइट गई, लाइट नहीं गई, मेरा प्लग निकल गया, एक सेकंड। साले, हट हट हट। दिस इज अ लो बजट एपिसोड बाय द वे। मेरी नानी की जय। क्या करूं भाई, जिंदगी में बहुत दुख है। फाइनली चल गया। भाई बेड पे रख दिया, नो डिस्टरबेंस। अब होपफुली ये लाइट बंद नहीं होगी एंड विल बी एबल टू डू व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू हियर। भाई शी द पीपल के बारे में कुछ बोलो, वो लोग बहुत फेमिनिज्म फेमिनिज्म करते हैं। चिंता मत करो भाई, आई हैव अ सीरीज प्लान्ड। मैं एक्चुअली उसमें 2 वीडियो शूट कर चुका हूँ जो इस वीडियो में पब्लिश होने वाली है। आई एम गोइंग टू वॉच अ लॉट ऑफ शी द पीपल कंटेंट एंड रिएक्ट टू इट एंड टेल यू एग्जैक्टली वेयर दे मैस अप। एंड सिर्फ शी द पीपल नहीं, इफ यू फाइंड एनी हैशटैग फेमिनिस्ट कंटेंट ऑन सोशल मीडिया, कहीं पे भी, ट्विटर पे, इंस्टाग्राम पे, यूट्यूब पे, कहीं पे मिले, सेंड इट टू मी। मैं डायरेक्ट रिएक्ट करके वीडियोस बनाऊंगा। वी कैन डू अ होल लाइव स्ट्रीम अबाउट इट इफ यू वांट, मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। आई लव डूइंग दैट एक्चुअली, इट्स अमेजिंग। सो इंस्टाग्राम पे भेज सकते हो मुझे, यू कैन गेट। सिर्फ अगर मेरे किसी यूट्यूब वीडियोस के कमेंट में भेज दोगे, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली आई विल सी इट। वरना अपना डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर तो है ही गाइस, यू कैन ज्वाइन ऑन डिस्कॉर्ड, सेंड इट टू मी पर्सनली ऑन डिस्कॉर्ड, और जस्ट सेंड इट इन दी जनरल डिस्कशंस इन माय डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर। वहाँ पे भी लोग आपको मिल जाएंगे। our रेगुलर कंट्रीब्यूटर्स हैं, प्रवीक है, वी हैव GS, वी हैव पिक्सल। दे विल टेक अ लुक एट दैट एंड इट्स वर्थ नोटिंग। मुझे पता चल जाएगा, चिंता मत करो। आई एम वेरी एक्टिव ऑन माई डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर दीज डेज। करेंगे आराम से बात, सबको देखेंगे, चिंता मत करो। सो अब इस बारे में क्या होता है, let me show you guys a little more of this. Okay, here it is. The law of maintenance of the country, including section CRPC 125, section 125 CRPC, are welfare laws that exist to ensure that the wife, children, and the parents of an able and capable man, ध्यान से सुनना, man, are not left to become destitute in cases where they themselves are not capable of maintaining themselves. However, the recent practice has become to abuse the process of law and escape the liability that is imposed upon the husband on contents that hold no ground. Oh my god. Wow. The court further said that the claims of adultery was brought unto light by the son of the couple. However, these statements failed to establish that the woman was living in adultery, and therefore the grounds taken by the petitioner did not establish that the wife was indeed living in. Feminism, 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 feminism. क्या आपने कभी किसी से ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस किया? ब्रो, आई एम नॉट मैरिड थैंकफुली फॉर नाउ, एंड मेरे पे मेंटेनेंस का केस नहीं लग सकता बिकॉज आई हैवंट बीन मैरिड टू एनीबॉडी येट, बट आई हैव रेड मल्टीपल केसेस लाइक दिस, बहुत सारे, नॉट लाइक दो चार पांच, आई एम टॉकिंग इन हंड्रेड्स। आई मेट tens of such victims in my own personal experience, and I intend to meet a lot more and tell you guys those guys stories. I really want to do that, and we will someday. आप हर एचआर नाराज हो जाएगी फेमिनिज्म के बारे में, आपकी एचआर नाराज हो जाएगी फेमिनिज्म के बारे में बात करते हो। मेक immense pressure to quit your organization. Santosh bhai, I work for a company named Teleperformance, and we have very strict guidelines regarding what we can do and cannot do on social media. We cannot talk about my work on social media, what I do or how do I do it. I cannot indulge in any of the internal communications within my company, which I totally understand and agree. Other than that, I have complete freedom to whatever I want to do, whatever I want to do on social media, as long as I do not incite violence against anybody, which I have never done. मुझे वायलेंस इन जनरल पसंद नहीं है, मैं किसी के अगेंस्ट वायलेंस इंसाइट नहीं करता, मैं नहीं चाहता कि किसी के अगेंस्ट कोई वायलेंस हो. दैट जस्ट लाइक टॉकिंग अबाउट स्टफ दैट डोंट अदर पीपल डोंट टॉक अबाउट. और अगर मेरी कंपनी को इन किसी चीज़ों से प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है, मेरे एचआर को या किसी और को, आई एम अ लॉ स्टूडेंट स्वीट हार्ट, कम एट मी. मैं तो इंतजार कर रहा हूँ. इफ यू गाइस डोंट रिमेंबर, देयर वाज अ अब नहीं नाम का एक एनजीओ इन चंडीगढ़ हु वर टॉकिंग नॉनसेंस अबाउट मी. लाइक आई मेड अ वीडियो अबाउट देम, collecting some evidence that how these people are not actually helping others, they're just building up on it. And that woman who was the uh, let's say chairperson of that organization actually threatened me with a lawsuit. First she said कि पैसे लेके बात करता है and पैसे लेके वीडियो बनाता है. So I made another video. I dig a little deeper. I found more information about her. I found a lot of weird stuff. Then I made another video with that information. And मैंने उसमें उस वीडियो में ये बोला था, because ये देख रहे हो ये बैकग्राउंड, I used to have a green screen here and I'm in the process of getting it again. बट मेरे को ग्रीन स्क्रीन यूज़ करने की क्या ज़रूरत पड़ती है अगर मैं पैसे लेके वीडियोस बना रहा होता था? वाई वुड आई नीड टू डू अ जॉब अगर मैं पैसे लेके वीडियो बना रहा होता था? कि मैं सारा दिन कंटेंट कलेक्ट करूंगा, अपनी फिटनेस का ध्यान रखूंगा, उसके बाद आप लोगों के साथ बैठ के स्ट्रीम करूंगा, फिर 10-9 घंटे की शिफ्ट करूंगा नौकरी की, द साइकिल विल रिपीट इटसेल्फ. व्हाई वुड आई डू दैट अगर मेरे को पैसे मिल रहे हैं वीडियोस बनाने के? घंटा कुछ नहीं मिलता मुझे. After that, I spoke to her, and there was a lot of conversation. I collected notes, like बहुत सारे notes I collected, in which I talked to her family, I talked to her, got a lot of perspectives, and in the end realized I just want to get into that personal matter. But she did threaten me with a lawsuit. She was like, आप कोर्ट में आकर डिफेंड करोगे अपने आप को? I'm like, जी पुलिस बिल्कुल करो, आपके पास पूरा अधिकार है मेरे पे केस करने का. I will be there. भारत के नागरिक हैं हम, एंड भारत के नागरिक को एक दूसरे या नागरिक पे किसी भी तरीके का मान हानि एक्सेट्रा का दावा करने का पूरा पूरा अधिकार है. फिर मेरे पास डिफेंड करने का भी पूरा अधिकार है. एंड फिर आई वोंट वॉक इनटू अ कोर्ट रूम एम्प्टी हैंडेड. आई विल कलेक्ट एज मच एविडेंस एज पॉसिबल, एज मेनी विटनेसेस एज पॉसिबल, एंड सबको लाइन में खड़ा कर दूंगा. एंड देन यू विल हैव टू आंसर ईच एंड एवरी एलिगेशन दैट आई मेक. मेरे पे लगी एलिगेशन की तो बात छोड़ दो. यू कैन से दैट समथिंग इज मान हानि और जो है कैरेक्टर असैसिनेशन इफ इट्स फॉल्स. आई डोंट टॉक अबाउट थिंग्स दैट आई डोंट नो टू बी ट्रू. एंड मैंने एक भी चीज़ ये नहीं बोला कि हाँ यही हुआ था. आई ऑलवेज से ये एविडेंस मिली है, इस बारे में बात हुई है. सो दैट्स इंटरेस्टिंग. और अगर मेरी कंपनी को मेरी अपने हम मेरे जो मैं इस चैनल पे काम कर रहा हूँ उससे कोई प्रॉब्लम होती है, टॉक टू मी. मैं आई डोंट हाइड इट फ्रॉम एनीबॉडी. आई टेल पीपल कि ये मेरा चैनल है, मैं इस तरीके की बात करता हूँ, इस तरीके का काम करता हूँ. गो अहेड, कम एट मी, मजा आएगा. ओके, नाउ एक चीज जो जिस बारे में जो है रेगुलरली बात नहीं होती है, एंड आई रियली वांटेड टू टॉक टू यू गाइस अबाउट, इज मैरिज. इज अ वेरी वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स टॉपिक एज फार एज इंडियन culture is concerned. Arranged marriages are a major part of our culture, and as a young man, I'm 23. I'm going to be 24 next year. You know how scary it is, the concept of arranged marriage. Like in a love marriage, I would know who I'm marrying, right? I would know that person for years, and मैं decide कर सकता हूँ if this is a compatible, क्या हम शादी करके एक साथ रह सकते हैं, can she live with my family or not. In an arranged marriage, I'm going to meet that woman what, 2-3 times, 2 times maybe before it's decided कि okay इसी से मेरी शादी होने वाली है. How, कैसे, what if she suddenly decides कि उसका कोई दूसरे के साथ मन लग रहा है and she wants to leave me? That's fine, marriages can break. बट इंडिया में सिर्फ डिवोर्स नहीं होता ना यार. इंडिया में डिवोर्स के साथ बहुत सारा बैगेज आता है. यू कैन सी दिस इट. यही हम जो जिस बारे में बात करें यही देख लो. इवन इफ शी इज स्लीपिंग विद अदर मैन व्हाइल शी इज मैरिड टू मी, आई विल स्टिल हैव टू पे हर मेंटेनेंस. रियली, आई डोंट नो क्या करेंगे ना करें भाई. आई डोंट गेट इट, आई रियली डोंट. बाकी यार गाइस, इफ यू हैव जस्ट जॉइंड द स्क्रीन, प्लीज डू ड्रॉप अ लाइक, इट रियली हेल्प्स अस आउट. शायद मेरे कुछ नए सब्सक्राइबर्स व्यूअर्स तक मेरी लाइव स्ट्रीम पहुंचे और हम कुछ we can have a thoughtful discussion about it. अच्छा संतोष भाई, are you still here? I wanted to ask you something. एंड यार पता है क्या है, दिस इज रियली डिफिकल्ट टॉपिक टू डिस्कस, मैरिज, because as somebody who's, as I said, young and new to this, it's really not like marriage. After all the stuff that I talk about in this channel, all the stuff that I tell you guys about on this channel, you really think it's that easy to marry? Santosh bhai, if you don't mind me asking, what's your age? I don't think we have ever met before, but I really wanted to ask about this because most of the viewers I have on my channel are young people like myself, or even school students, even much younger than me. And these were always my target audience, to be very honest. I wanted to talk to people who are young because जितने भी men's right organization active में उनके protests में members से मैं मिला, everybody was around 30 or above 30, and everybody was already a victim of a false case. यही तो दिक्कत चल रही है कि the men's right activists talk about these issues to people who are already facing these issues, who talk to people who are only facing these issues, who meet only the people who are already facing these issues. सर्कल में चलती रहती है चीज जिसकी वजह से nobody gets to know about them. I wanted other people to know about them, इसलिए मैंने अपना चैनल शुरू किया था. देखते हैं क्या होता है. So Violet wanted me to be on the stream today, and Violet is apparently not here. Santosh bhai, you're 30. Yeah, I expected that. कोई तो है समझदार आदमी पढ़ा जिसके पास लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस हो हमसे ज्यादा. एक मिनट, where is Violet? Where is Violet? Violet is always on me. When are you going to stream? When are you going to stream? But apparently when I am streaming, she's always absent. And जब मैं 10 बजे stream बंद कर रहा हूँ, she'll be here. Give me a second. Okay, mentioned her. So guys, you tell me, like, अब मैं तुम लोगों से पूछना चाहता हूँ, what it would be like. राजेश कुमार से बहुत दिन बाद आए भाई. बहुत दिन बाद नहीं यार. आई हैव बीन ऑनलाइन फॉर द पास्ट कपल ऑफ वीक्स नाउ. आई एम रेगुलरली स्ट्रीमिंग, वीडियोस भी पोस्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. आप कम आते हो तो इसलिए आपको पता कम चलता है, क्योंकि यूट्यूब मेरी नोटिफिकेशन तो आपके पास भेजेगा नहीं कि आपको पता चल जाए जब भी मैं लाइव आऊँ. सो कर रहे हैं कोशिश यार, ट्राइंग टू गेट देयर समवेयर. सो आई वांटेड टू आस्क यू गाइस, लाइक व्हाट डू यू फील अबाउट मैरिज? सो विद द टास्क शेव, भाई मेरे को एलर्जी हो रखी है फेस पे यार. आई हैड टू शेव. I need to keep my take care of my skin because I've started something about like personal maintenance, something like that. If you guys can see, let me see if you guys can see. You see this pin board here? This is a pin board that I purchased specifically. एक second. This is pin board I purchased बिकॉज मैं यार अपनी सेहत का और अपने फिजिकल हेल्थ का कुछ खास ध्यान नहीं रख पा रहा था पिछले कुछ महीनों से. बिकॉज एज यू गाइस माइट नो, अगर आप काफ़ी टाइम से मेरा चैनल देख रहे हैं, दैट आई एम क्वाइट इनटू फिटनेस. आई लव रनिंग एंड काफ़ी ज़्यादा अपने आप पे ध्यान देता हूँ मैं यूजुअली, अपनी बॉडी पे, अपनी फिजिक पे एंड अपनी स्किन पे तो नहीं. आई एम मैन, हमें तो कभी सिखाया नहीं गया कि स्किन केयर नाम की भी कोई चीज़ होती है. बट नाउ आई डू दैट एंड मैं बहुत ज़्यादा मिस कर रहा था उन चीज़ों को, लाइक कर ही नहीं पा रहा था. सो एवर सिंस आई हैव गॉट वर्क फ्रॉम होम, आई हैव स्टार्टेड टेकिंग केयर ऑफ माय फिजिक. आई वांट टू टेक केयर ऑफ माय फेस. ये फेस वाली दिक्कत मुझे काफ़ी टाइम से हो रही थी. सो आई हैव नाउ डिसाइडेड टू फिक्स इट. एंड स्पिन बोर्ड पे every day, if I get something that I want to talk about, or if this is something I want to discuss or something I want to keep in my mind, I write it on a small piece of paper. I pin it to this board. On this board I have my complete week's schedule written. Every day I have 2 to 3 things to do, 3 to 4 things that I have to do before that day ends. I write them day wise, and every day right before my shift starts at 10:30 p.m. I mark आज मैंने क्या किया क्या नहीं किया. So as I'm looking at today for Monday, I have done all the 3 things that I wanted to do on Monday, and I will continue to do that on Tuesday as well. I really want to do that. I suggest you guys do that as well. This is one of my very good friends' suggestion, who wanted me to take care of myself and to make sure that I am doing what I intend to do. This is a good idea, and I think everybody should. Like, दिमाग में जब आप सुबह उठो तो आपके दिमाग में क्लियर होना चाहिए कि okay, these are the few things that I want to do. एंड वो चीज़ें दिन खत्म होने से पहले हो जानी चाहिए. कमिंग बैक टू द टॉपिक, शादी, मैरिज. व्हाट डू यू गाइस थिंक दैट एज इफ यू मैरी, व्हाट शुड बी द राइट एज? Like, this is a very difficult topic question to answer, right? And this has been asked to me by plenty of you guys and plenty times in my personal life as well. What should be the right age कि इस टाइम पे शादी करनी चाहिए, कि इस इतनी उम्र से पहले तुम्हें शादी कर लेनी चाहिए? What should be the maximum age? Rajesh says that I have been watching your videos class 10 से class 10. That would be 3 years ago when I started my channel. I recently was my birthday of my channel actually. It's been a couple of years. Time flies by the way. पता नहीं चलता. अभी क्या कर रहे हो यार? लॉ स्कूल की पढ़ाई चल रही है. माई सेकंड ईयर हैज कंप्लीटेड. आई एम इनटू माई थर्ड ईयर नाउ, जिसके एग्जाम होंगे अगले आई थिंक 2 महीने बाद. सो दैट विल बी इंटरेस्टिंग टू डू. मैरिज इज द रिस्की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. हैंडल विद utmost केयर. गिव प्रायोरिटी मोर देन योर बायोलॉजिकल पेरेंट्स. यार संतोष भाई, आई थिंक यूर सेइंग व्हाट्स राइट, बट यार it's difficult to answer. 26, 27 is the right age to marry. Ritika thinks the same as well. Sora also thinks 26 to 27. Interesting. संतोष भाई, मैं लॉ कर रहा हूँ भाई. मैं आई एम गोइंग टू बी अ लॉयर. आई मीन प्रैक्टिस तो मैं कोई पैसे दे जब ना करूँ, बट आई एम गोइंग टू हैव अ लॉ डिग्री विद इन अ ईयर. 1 साल भी नहीं, आई थिंक 8 महीने बचे हैं. एंड आई विल बी एडवोकेट साहिल छिकारा. It's going to be interesting. Ritika, why do you think 27 is the right age to marry? Souvik, I would ask you the same question. 27 is the right age to marry. Bro, share me notes. 30 for man. Santosh bhai says right. 30 saal. Your opinion? I think like anywhere between 25 to 30 could be the right age. बट शादी करने के लिए सिर्फ एज मैटर नहीं करते ना. वेयर यू आर इन योर लाइफ एट दैट एज ऑल्सो रियली मैटर्स. सो आई इट्स अ डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन टू आंसर, बट ये मेरे से बहुत बार पूछा गया है. सो आई वांटेड टू आस्क यू गाइस व्हाट यू थिंक अबाउट इट. नोट्स संतोष भाई, लॉ के मैं नोट्स नहीं बनाता सर. मैं 10 ईयर से पढ़ाई करता हूँ. मेरे पास इतना टाइम नहीं है कि मैं बैठ के जो है अपने लॉ स्कूल के नोट्स बनाऊँ. मैं डिस्टेंस से कर रहा हूँ लॉ. सो द ओनली टाइम आई डू स्टडी इज ईदर फ्रॉम 10 ईयर्स और डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम द आईपीसी बुक्स. नोट्स बनाने का मेरे पास टाइम है. नौकरी करूं, कंटेंट बनाऊं, फिटनेस का ध्यान दूं, क्या क्या करूं मैं. सो आई ट्राई टू डू एज मच एज आई कैन. जितना हो पाता है उतना कर लेते हैं. सो नो, आई एम डन इन दैट. सो गाइस, आई आस्क्ड यू what should be the correct age to marry. Verify I get a job by 25. I want to get married by 27 when I never had any physical relationship with any woman, so you know how I feel. Haha. It's interesting. यार बाय द एज, ये हमारा एक स्टैंडर्ड स्टीरियोटाइप है ना कि 25 साल की उम्र तक यू शुड हैव अ स्टेबल जॉब. बट आई डोंट रियली बिलीव दैट नोशन टू बी ऑनेस्ट. लाइक मेरे लिए द वर्स्ट थिंग वुड बी अ स्टेबल स्टेशनरी जॉब, कि मैं एक जैसे कपड़े पहन के एक ही ऑफिस में जाके एक जैसा काम करता हूँ रोज. आई रियली कांट डू दैट. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि जो लोग ये करते हैं वो गलत है. आई डोंट थिंक दैट सूट्स माई पर्सनैलिटी भाई. आई नीड टू ट्राई डिफरेंट थिंग्स. आई नीड टू डू डिफरेंट थिंग्स टू इवन हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इन माई ओन लाइफ. वरना मेरा तो दिमाग खराब हो जाए भैंस क्या. सो दैट्स व्हाट आई थिंक. So good says thanks for your reply. Of course, you're welcome. Who makes sexist laws in India? Please reply. Yeah, it's not that who makes these sexist. Of course, Parliament does, our government does, and ये तो हमेशा से चलता आ रहा है. And it's difficult to pinpoint that okay, he made these guys make those sexist laws, because these laws in general are not sexist. I don't think these laws, like some of them are like कि पंजाब में जैसे एक मैं वो किया था वाह 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 कि 5,000 रुपए देंगे हर लड़की को, स्कूटी देंगे, फोन देंगे, एंड दोज थिंग्स आई रियली थिंक आर लाइक स्टार्ट ऑफ एज वो, मतलब उनके पीछे की आइडियोलॉजी ही सेक्सिस्ट है. बट एज फार एज दीज डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस डाउरी हरासमेंट केसेस आर कंसर्न्ड, वहां पर लॉज जो हैं वहां बायस इसलिए हैं बिकॉज यस, it is a fact that women used to and still face a lot of domestic violence, harassment. Obviously, we all know a female who has gone through severe domestic violence sometime in her life. We all do that, right? I don't think that's a question that needs to be answered anymore. Domestic violence is prevalent in our country. That is a fact. हुआ क्या that these laws were created to protect those women, and but these laws weren't currently thought out because हमारे देश में laws तो है, but जो law enforcement वाला जो part है that is really 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 corrupt. मतलब to the point कि अगर case होता है, if you have a lot of money and a female files a case on you, shit, you can just pay off police to have that case thrown out. You can pay off the lawyers, दूसरी side का lawyer to have their case messed up. कुछ भी कर सकते हो आप. लॉज आर मेड फॉर मिडिल क्लास एंड पुअर पीपल, लॉज आर फॉर रिच पीपल। जैसे कि आप देख रहे हैं कि अभी वो केस चला है, ही वाज अ टीवी एक्टर, आई थिंक आई टॉक्ड अबाउट हिम। I'll make another video about that case. He wants his case, his it's lawsuit and his complete processions of the court to be live streamed like those of the uh, case, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case, because he says he has nothing to hide and he wants everybody to see what exactly happens. But obviously वो होगा नहीं, because they have to protect that woman's modesty and respect in the world. Because अगर वो case live telecast हो गया and पता चला कि how much she has abused that man, her life will be in danger अगले दिन, because online तो life death threat तो सबको आते हैं, मेरे को आते हैं, how does that matter? Everybody who says anybody on the internet gets death threats. So those are really meaningless. But फिर ये हो जाएगा कि उसे सोशल मीडिया पे बुली किया जा रहा है, so many sexist misogynistic men are attacking her. Nobody will actually see it, what she has done, destroyed a man's life and reputation. No, nobody cares about that. And why would they? Because laws were framed in 1950, they didn't get in time to think in multi-direction. Santosh bhai, that's actually the wrong way to look at it. Like, the Domestic Violence Act was created in 2005, right? Yeah, Domestic Violence Act was created in 2005. 2005 में बना था Domestic Violence Act. And Domestic Violence Act में the victim is always a female and the perpetrator is always a male. तो ये तो इस पे तो हम टाइम को भी जो है ब्लेम नहीं कर सकते हैं. बट एक हाई कोर्ट की एक रूलिंग आई थी कि दैट वो मैन कैन फाइल अ डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस केस अगेंस्ट हर वाइफ, हिज वाइफ. बट हम डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस का प्रूफ देना पड़ेगा हमें. If we are claiming that our wife committed domestic violence on us, then we'll have to prove physically, physical evidence देनी पड़ेगी हमें कि this is how she committed violence against us. She doesn't have to, obviously, because she is a woman. She just has to say मेरे against ये हुआ, ये हुआ, ये हुआ, ये हुआ, and everybody will believe her. Law will believe her. Nobody believes, man. And that's common knowledge by this time. This shouldn't be something that surprises us anymore. It's just having. Husband gone to jail for adultery and the woman don't go to jail for same thing. Actually, Rajesh, men don't go to jail for adultery either now. Adultery has been completely decriminalized. But yes, if a man is commits adultery, then he will have a domestic violence and dowry harassment CRPC 125 section 375 377 and soon section 375 and हाँ फिर वो जेल चला जाएगा. बट adultery के लिए नहीं. हमारा लॉ जो है बहुत प्रिसाइज डिस्टिंक्शन क्रिएट करता है इन चीज़ों के. एंड वो एडल्ट्री के लिए जेल नहीं जाएगा, बट उस पर जो इतने सारे केस अलग से लग जाएंगे उनके लिए वो जेल में जरूर जाएगा. बिकॉज इफ अ मैन फाइल्स अ डिवोर्स केस, उसके अगेंस्ट जितने लॉ सूट फाइल हो सकते हैं, यू गाइस डोंट इवन नो क्या क्या हो सकता है. और सिर्फ उस पर नहीं, उसकी मम्मी, उसके पापा, उसका दादा, उसकी दादी, उसका चाचा, उसकी चाची, भाई बहन, भाई बहन के हस्बैंड, भाई बहन के सिबलिंग, भाई बहन के बच्चे, सब पे केस फाइल होगा. 17 लोगों के नाम देखे हैं मैंने डाउरी हरासमेंट डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस केसेस में, जो रिलेटिव्स घर पे रहते भी नहीं है, जो दूसरे देश में रहते हैं, मैंने उन लोगों के भी नाम देखे हैं डाउरी हरासमेंट डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस केसेस में. मैंने 2 महीने के बच्चे का नाम देखा हुआ है डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस डाउरी हरासमेंट केस में. इफ यू गाइस डोंट बिलीव मी, सर्च. I'll show you guys. एक second. Okay. Give me a second, guys. I think. Uh, okay, there was a case. I don't remember where it was. Hi, Pixel. What's up? Give me a second, guys. I think I have that somewhere. Shut up. I think I made a video about it. Can't find this. Of course, I can't find it. Matlab, that is to be expected. Why would somebody keep a case that so easily proves how these laws can be misused safe? It should be somewhere on my channel, though. Okay. I think that was before I started shooting in domestic violence. कहाँ गया यार? I think I made a case about it. I think I made a video about it somewhere. मुझे मिल नहीं रही है. No. No quarantine nonsense. Oh, Snapchat, that's it positive. La, 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 कहाँ गया यार? I think I really made a video about it and I can't find it. There is I'll find that case, guys. I'll find that case and I'll show you guys what you're talking about. I think this is not the video. It was somewhere. God. Mm, I think this was. Uh, I can show my own videos on my stream, right? Let's do that.
Out of those 58 cases, 42 people admitted कि पुलिस वालों ने किसी फॉर्म में उनसे रिश्वत मांगी. 42 people agreed
This video actually took a lot of
that
work. This was like my
a
documented
bribe was
cases
asked from them
that
in
I was
some
like
form or
collecting
another.
and writing down all the evidence.
दूसरी चीज, 7 लोगों ने ये
Look
बोला
at my
कि the
background.
investigating officer himself or herself asked for this bribe. And
Look at
36
my
people
background. It looks so
admitted
real.
to paying some
I still have this
kind
background
of
by the
bribe
way.
in
मैं भी
return
मैं
for
use करूँगा
favors
दोबारा.
or something else to policemen.
Ha! This was interesting. By the way, I interviewed Deepika Narayan once. This is here. Section 377. I think this was an interesting video when I made it. This was also a very disturbing video. This video, by the way, if you guys can see it, can you see this video? Why are boys failing out of schools and colleges in India? This video is probably the most I have put into a video. This video I literally had to like go to like a lot of schools and colleges and collect like how many boys do fail out of schools and how many girls fail out of schools. This was really a lot of work that I had to put in. And like, how many views? 761 views. This is probably the most important video on my channel, but obviously nobody cares about that. And why would they? Okay, phone scooties, preparing, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I can't find that. I will find it though. Don't worry about it. I will find it somewhere. कहीं ना कहीं होगी मेरे पास वो. There is a case that I documented where a domestic violence case had been filed against a 2-month-old baby. So this woman, it was a Muslim man, and he had divorced his. I think there was a divorce dispute case going on between him and his first wife. He had married again. He was a Muslim, so he can marry multiple times. Hindus can't. So he had married again, and he had a 2-month-old baby. And that 2-month-old baby's name had also been given in that uh, complaint. And let me show you guys something. आई थिंक इंडियन एजुकेशन के अंडर इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के अंदर एक 6 साल से कम उम्र के किसी व्यक्ति के अगेंस्ट केस भी फाइल नहीं हो सकता है एंड केस तो फाइल नहीं हो सकता है बट obviously the case was filed against a 2-month-old baby. That 2-month-old baby had to sit in her mother's lap in the police station until the lawyer could get an anticipatory bail 2 महीने के बच्चे के लिए. And still feminists will claim that this has nothing to do with the actual problems. Why would they claim that has any problem at all? Only we will think that, right? My perpetrator were female, not male. So good. Do you know what we're talking about? I don't think we have talked about this before. Can you tell me what you're talking about here? So Rajesh says, please visit the Voice of Men website. अरे यार, I visit the. I can find that. I think the first time I talked about that case was also from that website only. I will find that case, and next जो भी मेरी live stream होगी उसमें we will definitely talk about that case, and I'll show you guys that. India is number 3 in the world where wife assaults husband. Not surprising. आई न्यू टू दीपिका नारायण जी के चैनल पर, हाँ, दीपिका नारायण मैम ने भी उस केस का मेंशन किया था. 80% ऑफ टेली मैन गेट रेप्ड अगेंस्ट देयर विल एंड द परपेट्रेटर्स वर फीमेल. Where are we getting these stats so good? These are interesting stats, but I will have to see the evidence behind it before I can legitimize them. Actually, yeah, that is the problem with Indian feminist #feminist movement, that these people don't vet their information. कहाँ से आ रही है वो information? मैं जब भी कोई stats देता हूँ, they are from the NCRB reports, and that's where I want my information to be from, because ताकि ये Indian government की report है and भाई पढ़ लो, this is published and everybody can read it. And Indian government, we have already proven, is sexist enough against men, so they wouldn't publish any of the data that proves that men are discriminated against. They won't. And अगर उसमें भी हमें evidence मिल रही है that the sexism is against women, then this is something that we need to take care of and need to consider really. But nobody really does. Nobody really cares what happens. So guys, if you have just joined the stream, please do drop a like. It really helps us out. Okay, now, so as we were talking, ये जो cases हैं, like wife can't be denied maintenance, these stem from the same thing, that there are problems with our life. And like to 2020 में लिखा हुआ है no maintenance for wife and child. Like, let me show you guys. Yeah, look at this one. No maintenance for wife and child if adultery is proven, High Court. This is 2020. The Bombay High Court recently upheld the law and said that when allegations of adultery are proven, a man does not have to pay for his former wife or or child maintenance. Justice Nitin Sombre was hearing a criminal petition filed by an ex-wife in 2016 challenging the cancellation of maintenance of 500 to her and 400 to her son by her ex-husband. The couple got married on May 6, 1980, but the man divorced the wife in 2000 under Section 13 Divorce Hindu Marriage Act on grounds of adultery. Earlier, the woman had been granted 150 rupees maintenance for and her son 25 as compensation, which she sought to enhance. Her application was allowed on August 12, 2010. Difference दिख रहा है तुम्हें? 2010. This is the demise of our Indian law. And the magistrate enhanced the compensation to 500, of course, and 400 for ex-wife and the son respectively. The magistrate also rejected the application filed by the man for cancellation of maintenance under Section 125, Order for Maintenance by Parents of the Criminal Procedure. Of course. Therefore, the man filed a revision application for cancellation of maintenance, which was allowed. It is this application that the ex-wife challenged before the High Court. The advocate prepared for the former husband informed the court that he had initiated divorce proceeding as the allegations of adultery was proven against his former wife. He also said that under subsection 4, जिस बारे में हमने अभी बात की थी, right? You guys remember? Let me show you guys again. So this is from 2022 and this is from 2020, right? However, the stream started at 9 p.m. sharp, bro. So see, this is from 2020 in which the उस बंदे को 2000 से लेके 2010 से लेके 4 साल तक लड़ना पड़ा. फर्स्ट द वुमन हैड टू वेट 10 years फॉर द मेंटेनेंस टू बी इंक्रीज्ड. ठीक है. उसके बाद द मैन हैड टू वेट अनदर 4 years ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट टू हैव दैट मेंटेनेंस रिवोक्ड. देख रहे हैं यहाँ, ये हालत है. एंड लुक एट दिस. अर्लियर द वुमन यहाँ पे the advocate appeared for allegations of approval. The subsection read that no wife shall be entitled to receive an allowance from her husband under this section if she is living in adultery or if without any sufficient reason refuses to live with her husband or if they are living separately by mutual consent. Living in adultery, यहाँ पे she commits an adultery की जगह living in adultery है, which has been interpreted by the Delhi High Court in a way that living in adultery मतलब उस आदमी के साथ सिर्फ सेक्स करना जरूरी नहीं है उसका, उस आदमी के साथ जब रहना शुरू कर देगी, जब मेंटेनेंस देना हो सकता है. व्हाट beauty this is. This is the highest form of sexism that we have ever seen in Indian courts, and nobody talks about it. कोई hashtag feminist channel इस बारे में बात नहीं करेगा. If women are sufficient enough to make on their own, why don't they pay maintenance? An able-bodied woman cannot be forced to work even if she is educated, but a man can be forced to work. Occasional adultery word, pixel, बिल्कुल correct word पकड़ा हमने. Occasional adultery is allowed. If even if the woman commits occasional adultery, she is entitled to maintenance. वो फिर भी अपने husband से पैसे लेगी. वो हफ्ते में एक बार ही तो सो रही है किसी और के साथ. How does that make a difference? गलत थोड़ी कर रही है वो कुछ. It's not illegal obviously, and she can ask me for money. This is the kind of stuff that makes me so scared to marry, guys. Parth is finally here. Arey, women commission are always supportive of adultery. I don't care if they support adultery, bro. That's somebody's personal decision. I personally can't support adultery under any circumstances whatsoever. If you marry somebody, then stay fucking married. समझ रहे हो? या तो शादी मत करो. Nobody's forcing you to get married. Don't get married if you want to sleep with multiple people. Completely fine. Go ahead, do whatever you want with your life. Be free. But if you're getting married, you have to be committed. Otherwise, there's no point in being married. That's my personal opinion. But who cares about my opinion? It's only a woman's opinion that counts, obviously. Because I am a male privileged misogynistic man who is spewing nonsense to protect men. And I don't care about women at all. Because why would I? It's not like 70% of all people in my own family are female. I don't care about them. There is no law to punish men to commit adultery, bro. There is no law to protect to maintenance के बारे में. There is no law that punishes men for adultery. There really isn't. Adultery has been completely decriminalized. But if I commit adultery and my wife files a divorce case on the basis of that adultery, she is completely applicable for maintenance. 498A is cruelty by a husband and his family on the wife. This has nothing to do with adultery. Parth. So laws are archaic and need to be revised. Arey, laws don't need to be revised, yaar. Like, this is the interpretation of a law that was done correctly in 2020 and then misinterpreted again in 2022. क्या करें? The law remains the same. What can we do? Law तो वही है. It's written down the same. Nothing was changed. But 2020, there was a right interpretation of the case that where when woman commits adultery, she should not be giving maintenance. Understandable. 2022 में एक हाई कोर्ट का चूतिया जज आता है जो बोलता है एंड मैर अगेन स्क्रूड. कुछ नहीं कर सकते. जो कर सकते हो कर लो. दोगे मेंटेन. इवन इफ यू आर an a disabled man, you still have to pay maintenance to your wife. Even if you are unemployed, you have to pay maintenance to your wife. Recently, अगर मजदूरी करके भी maintenance देना पड़े, a man has to pay maintenance. Was a statement made by the courts themselves. यार तुषार, I know notification नहीं आती है. What I'm trying to do is यार time ना fix कर लेते हैं. Like we should fix a day and time when I'm going to stream, so that तुम लोगों को क्योंकि notification तो YouTube तुम्हें नहीं देने वाला. So the best way would be that you join the Discord server, and मैं जितनी बार भी स्ट्रीम करूंगा उस दिन में मैं सुबह भी बता दूंगा कि दिस टाइम आई एम गोइंग टू स्ट्रीम. एंड फिर जैसे ही स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट होती है मैं लिंक भी भेज दूंगा. सो आई रिकमेंड दैट यू गाइज बी एक्टिव ऑन द डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर. नोटिफिकेशन ऑन कर लो, बाकी तुम अपने आप देख लूंगा. बिकॉज आई विल सेंड इट इन द ग्रुप एंड आई विल टैग एवरीबॉडी. दैट शुड बी इट. पिक्सल, आई मीन adultery only punishes for men. Adultery is not punishable for anybody. किसने बताया तुम लोगों को ये यार? You guys are my viewers. Don't talk like these damn hashtag feminists. Adultery is not punishable under law for men or women or any genders that for that matter. Under adultery, I can fall for divorce because adultery falls under cruelty in the Hindu Marriage Act. I don't know about the Muslim Marriage Act yet. मैंने पढ़ा नहीं अभी. But under Hindu Marriage Act, अरे केसेस पार्थ केसेस हैं भाई. केस उन केसेस को अगर आप ध्यान से पढ़ेंगे तो उन केसेस में आपको रियलाइज होगा एडल्ट्री के लिए केस फाइल नहीं हुआ है. एडल्ट्री के बेसिस पे उसको जो है मेंटल क्रूएल्टी, क्योंकि मेंटल क्रूएल्टी कैन ओनली बी डन ऑन वुमेन अंडर द डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस एक्ट. लेट मी शो यू गाइस. Here, a domestic violence act. I always have it open because I want to talk about uh, these things. So you see, physical abuse, sexual abuse, verbal और emotional abuse, economic abuse. ठीक है? यहाँ पर यहाँ पर जब फिजिकल अब्यूज की बात आती है, इकोनॉमिक अब्यूज की बात आती है, वर्बल एंड इमोशनल अब्यूज की जब बात आती है, यहाँ पे पढ़ो आप. Such as accusations or character or conduct, insult for not bringing dowry, insult for not having male child, etc., forcing to not attend school, college, or any other education institute, preventing one from taking up a job, represents threat to the cause to pain. Under the domestic 498A, let 498A भी पढ़ी लेते हैं, बैठे तो हैं. 498A IPC क्या हो रहा है? 498A IPC. Yeah, Indian Kanun. I do hate this website, but they do provide detail. Yeah, 498A. So, a husband or relative of a husband of a woman subjecting her to cruelty, whoever being the husband or the relative of the husband, subject such as woman is cruelly, woman to subjects such woman to cruelty shall be punished with an imprisonment of a term which may extend to 3 years and shall also be liable for fine. Any willful conduct, blah 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 blah. यहाँ पर जो क्रूअल्टी वर्ड है इसकी डेफिनेशन होती है जो यहाँ पे नहीं दी हुई है, एंड दैट adultery is considered cruelty under this here in the meaning of cruelty. Any willful conduct for which is such a nature like to driven the woman to commit suicide or cause grave mental or physical. ये देख रहे हो? Mental damage. Adultery causes mental damage. Harassment of the woman where such a is view of coercion her to any person related to her meeting blah 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 blah. Tushar says, your opinion on Andrew Tate. I actually want to do a whole reaction video on a few Andrew Tate reels where I can see, like, I think he's an interesting man to say the least. I don't agree with half of the things he says, but the way he puts it, like masculinity is under attack, and you need to look at yourself, and you need to increase your value as a man. Those he's talking about the right stuff, but he's talking about them in a way जहाँ पे it's provocative, which is understandable. He needs attention. He's a social media figure. He needs attention ताकि he can grow, that he can more reaction. And the reason I like Andrew Tate is he pisses off the right people. He pisses off feminists, hashtag feminists. He pisses off these pseudo nonsense people. And वहाँ पर that's why I find him interesting, because he just pisses them off. वो intentionally ऐसी चीजें बोलता है which will piss them off, and I love that shit. I was sexually harassed and assaulted by female. I couldn't even file a diary in police station. I think our sexist laws are liable for it. Depending on what your age was at that time, you could have filed cases. Because if you're a man and you want to file cases against women, you need a lawyer. You need a smart lawyer who will be by your side, who will tell you exactly how to file cases, under what laws you can file the case. Because normal sexual harassment cases के अंदर आप file नहीं कर पाएंगे, but there are other things that can be done here. If you are underage, they're screwed. There's a POCSO Act that will screw it. Bro, make a video. Done, bro. But I'll post that video within this week. I can. एक minute रुको. Give me a second, guys. Let me pull out some of my new tools. These are the small papers that I use for my pin board. I'll just use a new one. And let me pull out my multicolored pens. You see these? These are the kind of things that we always loved. As a kid, I am very terrible at art. Like I am an okay singer. I can play a few instruments, but as far as painting and drawing is concerned, I have always been बिल्कुल लीचड़ जिसको बोलते हैं ना, घटिया. मतलब अगर मैं आम बनाऊंगा तो अमरूद लगेगा. And as if on cue, as soon as I show these pens, Dr. Anupriya appears in the chat, who happens to be an amazing artist. So I'm going to be using one of these pen, Anu, to write down the topics on which my viewers want me to make videos. So Andrew Tate, and sexual harassment against men. Anything else? Guys, I'm writing it down. बता दो अभी तो मौका है. Reaction videos on feminist channels. Use hashtag like adultery, feminism, it will increase the range. Dude, I do. Creates no difference, trust me. And I'm pinning these topics on my pin board as we speak. And within this week, I will be making videos, all three of these, and posting them at and the difference of 2 days. Trust me on that. Tate. Let me take a look if there is a compilation of Tate videos. Andrew Tate's most controversial clips, funniest Tristan Tate advice for men compilation. Okay, this would be interesting to watch. Do you guys want to do it now? Oh, that's बच चुके हैं यार. I think I'll do it tomorrow. So I have three topics here, which one of them is Andrew Tate, one of them is sexual harassment against one, and reaction on feminist stuff. So I'll be making videos. I think मैं कल बैठ के I'll make all four of these videos. I think 4 or 5 videos, and then I'll post them at the difference of 2 days each. Because यार, you have to consider that iconography करनी होती है, and it's difficult to create content every single day because I want to be sharp, right? Because I want to be like careful about what I say. I want to be very methodical about it. मैं किसी ऐसे टॉपिक के बारे में बात नहीं करना चाहता जिस बारे में मुझे ज़्यादा knowledge ना हो, because then there is no difference between me and these hashtag feminists. So I want to read upon it. I'm going to watch some of these videos, and then I'm going to make some reactions on it. That's hopefully you guys will enjoy. All right, guys, 10 बज चुके हैं. Now I'll take a break. We'll meet again, I think tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I'll make a couple of videos in the meantime so that you guys can watch them. And yeah, dekho, I can only get these videos so far, right? It's my audience who matter. It's my audience who I depend on to spread this word, because I really can't do much more than make videos and post them on the few social media platforms that I have. The rest is up to you guys. All right, guys. People need to watch his uncensored videos. यार मैं तो देख लूँ पहले, because I really don't want to be like Andrew Tate की videos का reaction I'll do impromptu. Like I won't watch any of them before. सचिन भाई I'm sorry about it bro. क्योंकि यार 10 बज चुके हैं, 10:30 बजे मेरी शिफ्ट खत्म होती है. So I have to get back to it. तेरा तो पेपर की तैयारी चल रही होगी सचिन. Are you giving the paper in March? बाय द वे, डॉक्टर सचिन मलिक, ही इज़ ऑल्सो अ डॉक्टर. सो अगर तुम में से किसी को कोई बीमारी है या किसी भी तरीके का मेडिकल तुम्हें एडवाइस चाहिए, तो यू कैन आस्क हिम ऑन चैट. पर्सनली मैसेज करो, टेल हिम साहिल सेंट यू, एंड ही विल हैव टू हेल्प यू. ठीक है ना? ही इज ऑनर बाउंड टू हेल्प यू. आई एम इन क्लास 12th, हाउ आई सपोर्ट. राजेश ब्रो, इट्स नॉट समथिंग दैट आई लाइक. मैं क्या बोलूँ, तुम मेरे को 1000 रुपए की सुपर चैट भरो एवरी टाइम आई कमेंट. नहीं, डू वट यू कैन. टॉक टू समबडी अबाउट दिस. मेरी वीडियोस को मेंशन करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. टॉक टू समबडी अबाउट, टॉक टू सम ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स. हे, व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट दीस फॉल केसेस दैट आर बीइंग फाइल्ड? If they want proof that these false cases are being filed, then send them to me. Like that's the same thing I did to Violet. मैंने वॉलेट को बोला कि भाई, शी हैड फ्रेंड्स हु वर डिसएग्रीइंग विद व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग, देन आई वाज लाइक, आस्क देम टू कम ऑन द स्ट्रीम एंड आस्क मी लाइव. मेरे को तैयारी देने का टाइम देने की जरूरत नहीं. आस्क मी लाइव एंड आई विल आंसर दोस क्वेश्चंस, एंड आई हैव. सो टॉक टू पीपल अबाउट दिस. स्टार्ट अ कन्वर्सेशन कि तुम्हें क्या लग रहा है फेक केसेस के बारे में क्या करना चाहिए. You will be surprised to realize how many people don't even know that these false cases exist. Like my friend Sachin here, can Dr. Sachin Malik in his private medical college walk up to his colleagues and say, तुम्हें पता है कितने आदमियों के अगेंस्ट फेक केसेस फाइल होते हैं? No, because he'll be labeled a misogynist, and of course he will be. But you're a student. I send case videos no one believes. Alright, they won't believe, bro. Why would they believe? Send them here. They'll be like, okay, you don't believe it? Talk to this guy. He'll make you believe. And then leave the rest to me. I'll take care of the rest. I'll handle him. So guys, I think that would be it for tonight. बहुत हुआ. I'll try to start the podcast earlier, but I'm doing the best I can for now. थोड़ा time management का भी थोड़ा सा issue है. I'm working on it. This is helping me. And we'll talk about like time management and stuff as well. As I'm learning more stuff, I'm educating myself more about how to manage my time and how to work better. We'll talk about it. All right, guys, that will be all. Thank you so much for joining the stream, and we will meet again soon enough. Goodbye.